What's good, you guys? This video is long overdue and I do apologize for that, but today I'm finally going to be teaching y'all how I do my very smooth video transitions, so let's go. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you can set your phone down somewhere where it's not going to move an inch. Nothing's going to touch it, nothing's going to get in the way of it, and nothing's going to shake it even slightly. Okay, so if I set my phone here, right, here's the problem, is that there's things in the background that are going to be moving, and I don't want that. Because if my video transition, if I start here and I'm supposed to end up somewhere else in the next slide, once I leave this frame, there's a chance of something moving, like my dog or the trees behind me. There's a chance that something is going to move and it's going to show up very obvious. Let me show you what I mean. So if I go from here and then I stand up and I go here, within this time frame, see, like if he moves and then I move over here, and then I try to act like it's all normal by just coming from over there. Let me show you how that looks when it's all put together. And I go here, and then I try to act like it's all normal. But as long as I have somewhere where my phone is going to be steady and there's not going to be anything moving behind me in that time frame of me switching from one point to another, then it's going to look a lot smoother. My phone is steady, everything is still, and nothing is going to change behind me. So let's see the difference if I drop down here. And you do want to make sure that you're completely out of the frame for that, okay? For both of these parts, all right? So now you're going to make your way to wherever you're going to appear from. Don't touch anything, don't change anything, okay? Just carefully make your way over there. Make sure you're completely out of the frame again, okay? And then you're going to want to do whatever introduction that you're going to do. So let's see how that looks in comparison to the last one. If I drop down here, and then you're going to want to do whatever introduction that you're going to do. Okay, so now when it comes to videos where I'm doing a transition, like I'm doing my makeup, and it's not as easy or as quick as like getting up and just moving to a different spot. So if you're doing your makeup, then before you do your makeup, what you're going to do is you're going to set your phone down in a place where it's going to stay for the entirety of this time. It's not going to move. Don't set it on like a blanket or something that can easily be like moved around. So when your makeup's not done, all you want to do is find a way to cover the entire screen, however you want to do that. This way, whatever way. But I'm going to show you a creative way that I've done it before in the past where I use a hat, and I'm going to be doing this. And so without my makeup done, I would just do that over and over again. I would play the song also that I'm going to use to like make sure that it's lined up right, so I can do this after I did my makeup as well. So that's how it's going to look, okay? But while my makeup's not done, you're only going to see about to here. The rest of that will be canceled out. But you do want to make sure that you're doing it close enough so that it covers the entire screen, because it's going to make that a lot easier to blend in when you do the other part. Another way that I've done it before in the past is a hair flip, but like I said, you have to make sure that your hair is going to cover the entirety of the screen both times, when your makeup's not done and when it is done. So let me show you what I mean by that. So now we are going to do something in the editing process which isn't necessary, but it definitely makes a lot of transitions look way smoother, and it's just a little extra mile that I go to when I do my transitions. So I'm using an app called InShot, and all you have to do is like put in the two clips that you're going to be using right when you get out of the frame completely, and right at that moment is about where you want to cut it off, okay? So that it happens quickly. And same with over here, right before I step out is where I want to get it to. But here's where I take it a little step further. So you'll notice that there's kind of like a hard cut and the lighting changes because of where I'm at, and you can see that very clearly. Pop over here, and then do whatever. See, it looks like over here, and then it's a slight change, but it's enough to bother me. In the middle of both of these clips, there's going to be this little white button right in between that you're going to click, and that's going to be what holds the transition between the clips. So what I do is I pick this one right here, which is a fade effect, and then I bring it down to like 0.2 or 0.3 seconds, and so that's just going to be quick enough to get rid of that dramatic shift of lighting, and it's going to make the transition look a lot more natural because it's not going to be so obvious that that shift is happening. So this is how I do my smooth transitions, and I hope it helped.